Good afternoon, guys. John DePass here from High End Fitness. I'm just going to do a little medicine ball abdominal workout for you today. It's a core workout, really focused on my abs. People always ask me for abdominal workouts and for butt workouts. I get those requests probably the most. I think it's because everybody's trying to get the six-pack for the summer or the flat tummy for the bikini body. And I understand you want to train those abdominals to try and get that six-pack or try to get that flat tummy, but really the secret to getting that flat tummy is the consistency. The consistency with your workouts and with your food, making sure that you're staying in a routine, making sure that you're keeping up your discipline, making sure that you're creating that caloric deficit with the amount of food that you're eating. You're never going to get a flat tummy eating everything that you want whenever you want to. At the same time, you're never going to be successful if you can't ever eat whatever you want. So there's got to be some sort of give and take, some sort of sacrifice and reward with your diet and your exercise plan. But whatever it is, it must be controlled, it must be managed, and it must be consistent. That is the secret to getting the flat tummy, to getting the core muscles that you want to show for the summer. Nevertheless, I'm going to show you a super, less than 10-minute core routine you can do right here. All you're going to need is a medicine ball. I got my clock chiming back there. Just give me some cue about time. I'm going to be working with 60 seconds or 30-second intervals on any of the exercises I'm doing today. First exercise I'm going to do is going to be the medicine ball sit-up. And when you do your medicine ball sit-up, the closer you hold the medicine ball to your body, to your chest, or to your face, the more work you're doing with those abdominals. So if you're a real beginner and you struggle to do a full sit-up, maybe you want to use the ball to help you come up. You could swing through and use the medicine ball to help you come up. If you're more intermediate and advanced, maybe you've got the ball just out in front or a little closer to your nose or to your chin. That forces the abdominals to work more. So we're going to start off to try and fatigue those upper abdominals with that full sit-ups. And it's not really just the upper abdominals working. You can never work just the upper or just the lower. The entire abdominal region works together. All of the core muscles work together. You can't isolate your core muscles. There's my full sit-up. My next one is a medicine ball jackknife. I'm going to be pushing the feet out. Try to keep them off the ground. Take the ball over the head and then pull my feet in. Now if you have back problems, maybe you want to keep the legs up higher. Maybe you can't drop them down as low. It's definitely harder on the lower back if you are doing your jackknives, dropping your feet down really low. More challenge on your core if you can drop those feet down nice and low. Trying to pull my shoulders towards my knees as I pull that ball over my head, pulling both ends of my body together, opening up my body and then pulling my body together through the center. My next one, again, you really feel this one in the upper abdominals more, although again you can't isolate the upper abdominals over the lower abdominals completely, but you will feel this definitely more in your upper abdominals. You're going to be throwing that ball towards the toes, lifting your chest up, lifting your shoulders off the mat, and moving towards your toes. super upper abdominal burn. Alright, putting my hands to my sides. A little bit more lower abdominal focus, trying to kick my hips into the air, lift my lower end of my body, my hips, my glutes, push them up, my glute hip raise. Maybe you can't get your hips super high. Do what you can, lifting those hips off the ground. And then we've got the scissor kicks. Hands go under the butt if you want to protect your lower back a little bit. Legs are straight. Quick scissors with nice straight legs. A lot of people make the error of bending the knees. You really want to work on those straight legs when you're doing your scissor kicks. If you take the hands out, a little bit more work on the core, but you've got to have a strong enough core to do that. Whew. Great abdominal burn. Give myself a little 30-second breather here. We're going back to the medicine ball. Back to a sit-up again. We'll do a sit-up and rotate. So we'll take my elbow across to the opposite knee when I sit up. Sitting up, taking my elbow across to the opposite knee. Back, sitting up, taking my elbow across to the opposite knee. Pulling that shoulder across your body. We'll go for 60 seconds. Sit up and rotate. Sit up and rotate. Next one, I got the Russian twist. You can do this with your feet on the ground, especially if you have any lower back issues. Just keeping the feet down, twisting the medicine ball, leaning back so the core is kicking in. If you can, pick the feet up, heels up off the ground, rotate that upper body as much as you can, rotating the medicine ball from side to side. Russian twist. Finishing off this little 2-minute segment with the bicycle. Extend that leg right out as far as you can. Draw your belly in. Take your elbow across to the opposite knee. One more 2-minute segment of abs here. We won't need the medicine ball for the last 2 minutes. We'll go back. We can tuck our hands under our butt if you want to support that back a little bit. Straight legs, very important. Lift right up to 90 degrees. Really focusing on the lower abdominals a little bit more here. 60 seconds. Straight leg raise. Try to avoid touching the feet to the ground. Try not to bend those knees. And the last one today, arms off to the side, both hands pressing down firmly into the floor, keeping my shoulders locked against the floor so I'm not leaning over to one side, picking both my legs up. I'm going to rotate my feet over as far as I can towards my fingers with my toes and slowly over to the other side as far as I can with control. Trying not to touch the ground. Lifting with control through my core. Lots of obliques. Rotating my body. And that's a super core workout. My core is talking to me now. You can feel that. My body's hot. I'm going to do a little strength training now. Thanks for joining me today on Afternoon Workout. See you again.